Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by life's struggles that you thought about giving up? Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, things just are not working out? Sometimes life's hardships can break us so much that we lose sight of hope. But what if we could look at our struggles from a new perspective? Imagine being lost, surrounded by problems, and unable to take care of your loved ones. This is the story of a man who, in his darkest moment, searched for hope and found his answer in the teachings of Jesus Christ. A man was going through the toughest time of his life. He was burdened by financial struggles, family responsibilities, and failures that seemed impossible to overcome. The weight of his troubles became so heavy that dark thoughts crept into his mind, thoughts of giving up on everything. Desperate to find a way out, he decided to seek guidance. He had heard of Jesus Christ's wisdom and power to heal, so he approached him. As he stood before Jesus, his heart pounded with uncertainty, but he knew he had to speak. "Lord," he said, falling to his knees, "I am lost. My life is full of sorrow, and I can't take it anymore. No matter how hard I try, my problems keep piling up. How can I find peace?" Jesus looked at him with kindness and said, "I will give you an answer, but first I ask you to do something. Outside this village there is an anthill. For the next 7 days go there every day and destroy it. But be careful, do not kill any ants." The man was confused. What kind of task was this? How could it possibly relate to his suffering? But he trusted Jesus and agreed to follow his instructions. The next morning, he went to the anthill and carefully tore it down. As he watched the ants scatter in every direction, he felt an odd sense of sadness, but he remembered Jesus' words and left. The next day when he returned, he was shocked to see that the ants had rebuilt their home. He destroyed it again. This cycle continued for several days. Each morning when he arrived, the ants had rebuilt their anthill once more. By the fourth day, something inside him shifted. He started observing the ants closely. No matter how many times their home was destroyed, they never gave up. They didn't complain. They simply started rebuilding again. On the sixth day, as he reached out to destroy the anthill once more, he hesitated. He realized he could no longer do it. He no longer saw the ants as tiny, insignificant creatures, but as symbols of patience and perseverance. Instead of tearing down their home, he chose to bring them food and watched as they gratefully carried it away. On the seventh day, he returned to Jesus and said, "Lord, I followed your instructions, but I still don't understand. What was I supposed to learn?" Jesus smiled and asked, "What did you see?" The man thought for a moment and replied, "I saw that the ants rebuilt their home every time it was destroyed. They never lost hope, and they never gave up. And when I stopped harming them and chose to help instead, I felt peace in my heart." Jesus nodded and said, "That is the answer you were looking for. Life will always bring challenges, but like the ants, you must never give up. When your world falls apart, rebuild it. Keep your faith strong, because your struggles will not last forever. Even in the hardest times, God is with you, leading you toward a new beginning." Tears filled the man's eyes as he finally understood the truth. His suffering did not define him, his perseverance did. With a renewed heart, he thanked Jesus and walked away, ready to face life with hope and faith. If this story touched your heart, remember it as a powerful reminder that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you have the strength to rise again. Keep your faith strong, trust in God's plan, and never give up. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And for more uplifting stories, subscribe to our channel and stay connected to the light of hope and faith.